like I said at the beginning, we're going to use a React app for this. So do create React app. Let's call it Shopify test, I guess. Oh, I shouldn't call it. Well, once this is done, alright, let's go ahead and clean up all this crap, because who needs test cases, like I said. This looks pretty clean. I'm not sure it's gonna run. Let's try running again because it crashed and my camera died out. See if it works now. Oh yeah, meantime, let's make a components file. Can't reserve logo. Where? App. We don't need logos. All we need is hello world. Hello world. Okay, let's see. Alright, finally. Successful. Okay, sick. Alright, so what I'm gonna focus on first of all is fetching the data and just like showing it in a console log. For that, we will need Axios. Let me just go on npm Axios. Get this dude, install them. Open up a new browser here. So while that's happening, let's just start coding because we're elites and that's what we do. Not really, but okay. Let's see. Import this. Import Axios from Axios. Yeah, hopefully that'll work. Alright, so what we need to do is, let's just say const fetch data equals stuff, and now it's gonna return an async function because it's gonna be a promise. Let's start in a variable data equals await await Axios dot get. The endpoint we want to get is, yeah, we're just gonna squeeze that guy in here. Let's just copy this whole thing. Actually no, since we're using await, all we need to do is, where's our, right, we're just gonna try and see if we can get these get this data into our web browser, because a lot of times they have cores open and we may need to do something. Well, it's like something in the back end, core is something in the back end, but it's good to like check that. Alright, and what we're gonna do is just console.log data. Let's see if this guy works. And fetch data, we'll just execute it as soon as, yeah, it should, yeah, as soon as your app is mounted. Let us see if I screwed up somewhere. Object. Oh, sweet. Okay, so we got our data back. Oh, we don't want all this crap. All we want to do is the data and search. So let's go in here. Data, search. Let's see if we get like a nice very, yeah. So we get all these arrays of Star Wars. Alright, now we need is a search bar. And it's gonna be tricky because they're asking us to do it as you type in, and but we want to make sure that we're not doing unnecessary fetching, right? So, alright, let's just make the input. Let's get rid of this guy. I think in here they're calling it the shoppers, shoppies. Okay, let's just make our D shoppies, shoppy. Fuck do you spell this? Shoppies. Okay, I'm terrible. Shoppies. Well, that's not a word. Okay. Anyways. Oh, so we're gonna make our input field here. Input. Do like this self-closing tag. We're gonna have a value, which will be something. Placeholder. Alright, so we need a placeholder. What we're gonna say is search for movies. That looks cool. And we'll need an onChange method, which will be let's define. Let's get some. Let's get all our constants first. States first. So we can do states. Use state. Let's call it search. Search? Did I call it search? Oh well, whatever. Search. Search query. Is that how you spell query? E-R-Y, search query? Okay. It's going to be initially an empty string, and on change, we're gonna do handle search query. What we do here is, let's get rid of this fetch data. Okay, handles, and we're gonna make a constant here, handle search query. Right, and what this guy's gonna handle is, it's gonna take something, and what we need to do is set state here to be that query search. Oh no, this dot value. Oh no, sorry, this dot target dot value. Alright, now to see if I am not a failure and I did in fact implement this properly, let's go ahead and run this. It's running. Oh yeah, value. Value. You need to have the value here. Compile use state is not, of course, here. So just to import use state. No. From React. Okay. Hopefully this will work. Go in here. Alright. So let's just say cheese. Sweet. Alright. So this works. Okay. So what we need to get this value squeezed in here somehow. So we can say like stuff like this. You know, the query data should just go in here. Forget how to use callback. Let me just pull up some of the docs and use call. Oh, I think bounce here before. Yes. Okay, I know what to do now. As I found exactly what I used before to solve this problem, which is this guy's code here. I'll put a link in the description. But essentially what this guy's doing is, once this fucking loads, okay. So I'm gonna use something similar here, where you have this function here, the send query function. So in here, instead of logging the stuff, which this guy's doing, if we look down here, it's just saying querying for, we're going to send our fetcher in this function. So what we can do is, let's see, okay, what we can do for now is get this use callback, just this part, right? We can just say this guy down here. No, let's put it before search query, because we may end up calling this here. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm still trying to figure this out as we go, and it's hard to talk and think. Ugh. So we have this, which is debounce. I don't know where that's coming from. Oh, maybe Lodash. Okay, let's import this sucker here. And it's taking a query and sending it to send query, which is here. So let's make this guy here. Send query should go before that, and what send query does is, so instead of the console log, what we want to do is this whole fetching thing, right? We want to be able to fetch the data. We want to be able to purified data will be just this part. Then we want to be able to set this. We don't need that anymore. We want to be able to set state, which is set search query here. No, that's gonna be our data that we get back. Okay, fuck. Alright, let's make another use state, which is gonna be result data set result data, and it's gonna be it's gonna be initially an empty array. Alright, this video is getting a little too large, so what I'm gonna do is find a way to just display the data on our web browser, and then we can take it from there in the next video. Okay, it's complaining because of course we need async here, and set, let's just console.log this, right? And in here we don't want these weird codes, we want these backticks, and let's search by whatever the query user passes in. Okay, so it looks like it compiles. All we need to do is make sure that whatever you search in, it gets console logged. Where's my web browser? React. Okay, let's refresh this sucker in case. Okay, let's say Naruto. Right. Fuck, it's not working. Oh, of course, we didn't call this function, so we need to call it when we're down here, and we need to target the value. Okay, hope this works, fingers crossed. Let's go Naruto. So it looks like the network is going there, and we just not console logging it properly for some reason. Okay, why don't we just set the result data here, and then we can console log down here somewhere, and we can say result data. Oh shit, this is 10 minutes long. Okay, okay, maybe with the editing I can squeeze it down. Alright. Okay. So initially it's gonna be empty. Ah, sweet, it shows up. Okay, initially it's gonna be empty, but I'm gonna start typing Naru. Alright, sweet, and it shows up. Bless. We got some random movies, nothing Naruto. Not my problem. That's the API's fault. Okay, sick. Alright, so I'll see you guys in the next video where we actually display all this stuff into our UI. Ciao.